Marti, a great result. What did you like about the performance?
Well, I like a lot of things. First of all, the mentality to bounce back after disappointing result in the last game. But I like the fact that despite we didn't start really well the game, I wouldn't say as predicted, but we knew that it would be a difficult start of the game because a new manager don't know exactly what we didn't know what exactly to expect against them because new managers suddenly they changed the formation from what they have done over the last few games and actually it was a big question mark. In the last couple of days we spoke with the players about what we could expect, what we couldn't expect, and it's certainly difficult. So I was pleased, especially with the efficiency that we showed to take the lead, to then take a bigger advantage before the halftime was important as well. And the halftime we spoke that we had to keep pushing to score the third one because otherwise it will be difficult. But I think the commitment, everybody, even the guys that didn't jump in today, was so committed. And this togetherness, this feeling that we were angry after the last game and that we really wanted the 3 points was very important.
And Ilias scores 2 goals. Do you think he's back to his best now?
I think that Ilias is one of the best players in the league, as you probably know. You heard from me, and I'm pleased that today he scored 2 goals. He's a bit angry with me because he wanted the hat trick, and I sapped him. But he's a fantastic player, and actually it's a bit sad that we miss him for such a long time in the beginning of the season. That he picked not only 1 but 2 big injuries when he has been so reliable on his career. Unfortunately, 2 impact injuries. But happy that he's back. Happy that he's performing well. And not only him, but all the players are playing at a really high level.
Why has now been the right time to move into the number 10 position more centrally?
Combination of things. First of all, that we felt that coming back from an injury as well as playing more central, it's different kind of situations for him. Then second, that I think that Koki has been doing really well on the left, and actually the relations. I always speak about relations in football, not only about positions, but I think the relations that Koki together with Ken, together with Ili on this left side, they build something very, very interesting for us when it comes to attack. And I think he has been doing really well as well, assisting, creating a lot of situations for other players. So it's always about, I always say coaching is mostly about trying to find the solution for a puzzle and make this puzzle work.
With Koki, Martin, you kind of blooded him in sort of over the season, but it really looks like he's coming into his own now.
I think it's always an adaptation process, and I know the players, and this adaptation, as you heard me months ago, is unpredictable. Sometimes it takes 1 week, sometimes it can take 1 year. The thing with Koki is that since day one, he looked very, very into the pace of the game. So then it was some more tactical things that he had to learn about the way of playing, about the league itself. But he has been showing that he is a very good player in the last third, fantastic in 1v1, really, really difficult to stop when, especially in both flanks, I would say, but especially on the left, he has this trademark about the 1v1 in the edge of the box that is very difficult to stop. And now he has been growing in other areas of the game. He's defending well, he's reliable when we're building up, he can attack from deeper positions, we could talk about rotations, wide rotations, and he's doing that. So he has been growing and he's playing at high level.
It feels like finally got some real bench options you probably didn't have early in the season when there was injury. That must be really good.
Yeah, but if you ask some clubs, if with up to 8, 10 injuries we had at some moment of the season, if you can have a lot of options, it's difficult for everyone, right? But I think that last season already those guys showed that the bench impact was really important, and already over the last months you can see that the bench is always, I would say that in 90% of the games the bench has been giving us not only points but as well a change on dynamics or an improvement, and that's a big positive thing about this group. Today I was trying to reinforce the guys that the ones that didn't play today, because the behavior, the support, the togetherness that players like Morgan Fox, Jack Colback, experienced players, experienced pro, understanding that some other players needed more minutes. Like for instance Liam Morrison coming back from an injury. Today was one of those days that I wanted to give minutes to everyone. But the togetherness that is in this group is fantastic, and that's why everybody, when he's ready to jam, is eager to contribute.
We had a lot more minutes for Yang Min-hyeok today. What was your thoughts on his performance as a first start for him?
I think that he did well. He did certainly well. We felt that Smithy was playing a lot of minutes over the last games, and since Yang came in, he started to get some minutes in the second half. But he has been showing a lot of good things on trainings. and we felt that Smithy picked a bit of a knock on his knee. He was fine as well to start, but again we felt it was a good opportunity for Yang to see what he could give to the team from the start, and I think that he did really well. The third goal, he showed great quality with the assist, with the whole action, but as well some good combinations, some good situations, and we need just to help him to adapt to the rhythm of the league and to the rhythm, obviously he comes from a very different football, but to the rhythm of English football.
Are you resting Kieran Morgan as well at the moment? Is it because he's coming on off the bench? Is that like something you're intending to do?
It's always a combination. We try to look at everything. I mostly, perhaps I'm a bit on the edge of, I'm not sure if I'm old school or not old school manager, still young, I don't know, but I try to look not that much at the data, but as well at what I feel. And sometimes it's true that in such a demanding league, Kieran has played already, I think around 1,400 minutes in already this season. So we felt that perhaps a little bit of, not rest, but to come on the second half could be good for him. And as well because there is a lot of competition. Jack Colback is back, Nico is there, Ely is playing as a 10. We got Jonah, that it was difficult to drop him out of the 11 starting in the last 2 games, and today had a top performance in my opinion. So as long as there is this healthy competition, it's good for the team, and perhaps a bit of a headache for me, but good for everyone else.
Yeah, on the back of the Coventry game, obviously I know you don't like to look too much at upwards and at the table at the end of the season, but how important was it to to get back to winning ways and produce a sort of really strong performance now, so that you can sort of take that momentum forward now?
The thing is that the result today is a brilliant result, but I actually think that we were very efficient, high accuracy to score 4 goals. In the game against Coventry, we got as well a couple of situations to take the lead. I would say 2-3 big ones, and unfortunately we couldn't. So sometimes that's why I said that I need to judge more the performance than just the result. I think that today we got a very strong result based on big accuracy and good box capacity in both boxes. The way we defended, I would say until the last 10-15 minutes. For the rest of 75 minutes, I think that we did really well. And I think that my focus is always to try to improve. So against Coventry, we detected some things that is not easy, because in today's it's very difficult. But I think the most important was the mentality to bounce back and the mentality to push. And I think was a perfect reaction from what we wanted.
Sure, and it definitely feels like there's been a couple of games here, or in general this season, where you sort of created the chances but not taking them. Coventry, for example, today you took them. I guess how useful will it be if Ilias can keep scoring? When you've got that guy that you can rely on. What would we expect from him? Usually it's 7+ goals, and so if you have those goals, is that just that extra thing you need to push you over the line in those tight games?
We spoke with the guys, and I think that so far over the last months we have shown that we are a team that is competitive, that the organisation during 90 minutes usually is quite good, and probably at the end of the season what will make the difference between staying one position or another one will be our accuracy in the boxes. But that's not only for QPR, it's for everyone else. But we know that we have been creating chances. Now perhaps the next step is to be able to capitalize even more in our moments.
Thanks, Marti.
Marti, have you got any idea why you think the home form has changed so much from the beginning of the season to now?
The more I coach, the less I know about football. So.